Welcome back to Omaha for the first meeting ever between the Dallas Pulse and the Omaha Supernovas right here in Omaha. These are the two top offenses in Major League Volleyball. So a lot of fireworks here tonight, and the second and third teams in the standings in the MLV. Well, hi again, folks. I'm John Baylor. I know, I chickened out. Let's bring in the Olympian, Nancy Metcalf. All right, the fortunes for Omaha have totally changed when suddenly Reagan Cooper enters the starting lineup. 5 straight wins. Why is she such a catalyst?
Well, we talked to Coach Slabay about Reagan Cooper, and he said she's found a way to score points. She's improved on the technical things they've been asking her to work on, and she's made a big difference for this team.
She was so 4-4 in the past. In other words, cross-court kills. Now she's really expanding her range.
She has. She's learned to not just hit one shot, which is a big part of the pro game. You can't hit the same shot over and over. You have to change it up. Reagan Cooper is doing that, and it's paying dividends for the Supernovas.
And Nancy, 1 week ago, these two teams play in Dallas, and Omaha wins 3-0. But it was a close match. Both teams hit over 300. These are the top two offenses in the league. What do these two teams need to do defensively to slow each other down tonight?
Well, for Dallas, the key is going to be serve reception. Both coaches, when we talked to them, said in the match in Dallas did not serve receive well, and that affected their offense. For Omaha, they've got to continue to serve aggressively, and they've got to hit smart shots when they're attacking offensively.
Dallas has a change in their starting lineup tonight from 1 week ago. Let's start with Omaha. Brooke Nunneveller is your captain, and Emily Londot has taken over on the right side, but Toyosi on a banjo. She is on a roll the last 2 matches offensively. What about the visiting Pulse from Dallas? And it's going to be on the right side, Kaylee Cox, number 9. It's her first match she's ever played on the right side, at least for Dallas. And why is this? Last 2 matches, she's hit about 450.
So Dallas is just trying something new tonight. We talked to Coach Windsor, and she said, we're going to give it a try. It might be great, it might be terrible. But they want to get Kaylee Cox on the court because she can contribute to their serve receive, help steady up their reception, and be an effective weapon at the net.
Shannon Windsor, first head coach the Dallas Pulse have had. Why? It's their first year in pro volleyball. She is a Canadian University of British Columbia alumna, but she formerly for 3 years was the Australian national team head coach, and then for 5 years the Canadian national team head coach. Had him on the doorstep of the Olympics, and now in her first year with Dallas. How about for the Omaha Supernovas? Oh, right there, Natalie Valentine Anderson, the former Supernova. She helped build this franchise. She's trying to do it again in Dallas. She is their fabulous setter. And the Pulse in Omaha for the first time ever. And there are 4 former Supernovas wearing blue and white tonight. A lot of strong friendships, and there comes Kendall White checking in. You see there in the top right of your screen. Starting libero for Omaha 2 years ago. That was the title season. And now for the Omaha Supernovas. Left to right on your screen, Omaha in the dark blue and Dallas in the visiting white.
Yes, both teams are ready to go. They're excited to play. There are several teams from Omaha on the Dallas roster this year, so there's some ties. Seeing Nazi back here in the building setting for Dallas is fun, I'm sure, for a lot of these fans because she was a fan favorite when she played for Omaha.
That's for sure. Nati Valentine Anderson, she's 36 years old, going on 26. These two setters platooned for Omaha during the title season 2 years ago. Sydney Hilly and Nati for the Supernovas. Nati sets behind us. Kaylee Cox down the line. Great up. Morgan Hentz, the great libero. Carol Reinhardt with the swing. Back row attack. And Sophia Maldonado Diaz gets the kill. 1-0 Dallas.
That's something that Coach Windsor talked about. Dallas wants to use their back row attack. They want to constantly have a back row presence on the offensive side of the court. They're going to go to it often and early.
In pro volleyball, that's non-negotiable, right? You have to have a back row attack.
You have to have a back row attack to be successful. The block is too good if you're only worried about the 3 in the front row. You've got to add in the 4th tempo hitter.
Forgettable start for the great Mimi Collier a year ago with Wisconsin in the fall. Took them to the NCAA Final Four, losing to Purdue in 4. And here's Kara Reinhardt, the great Creighton Blue Jay. Pass Kendall White, that's a beauty. Tip shot in the middle, won't drop for Lane. For Tristan Savage, back row swing. Brooke Nunavilla, she can deliver from the backcourt, that's for sure.
And Omaha coming back with their own back row attack there. I really like that Reagan Cooper made the play on the defensive tip there, picking this ball up. A lot of times for blockers who are not helping, they kind of check out of the play. Reagan stays focused, picks up the tip, gives her team a transition kill.
It's tough to kill the ball in front of Nati Valentina Anderson. She is a superb digger for her position.
Well, she's a great defensive player in general. She's a good blocker as well. Even though she's smaller than a lot of the players on the court, she does a really good job of taking space and making hitters change their shots.
2 liberos for Omaha. Nunavilla handles that pass. Toyo Anabanjo bangs it down. She's 1 point.
And Sydney Hilly going to Anabanjo right away, wants to get her involved in the offense, keep this flow moving, and Anabanjo delivering.
She's one of 3 changes in the lineup in the last 3 weeks. It's worked. 5 straight wins for Omaha. It's a franchise record. Haley Cox, not this time. Big block by Reagan Cooper. She's not just an offensive player. 4-2 Omaha.
And Reagan Cooper here, we can see she makes a great blocking move. That was one thing Coach Slabay mentioned, is she's gotten a lot better at her crossover move blocking, where she can get to the pin and get over the net to block that ball.
Emily Londot sails it to the back left, just a bit long. 2 service errors already for the Novas.
And Omaha looking for that consistently tough serving they delivered in Dallas the last time these 2 teams met. They know if they can serve tough, they're going to keep the Dallas team out of system. That really increases their chances defensively of extending rallies.
Here's Kaylee Cox, former Western Kentucky star. The slide on Anabanjo. Cross court, that's in.
I like that Anabanjo's moving the ball around. This time she goes behind on a slide, cuts it back to the deep corners. We can see here just inside the sideline. That's a tough ball for defense, even if it's in by a lot, because there's not typically a player in line with that back corner.
Gotta love that MLV video system. Here comes the slide. Lane Van Kirk over dig, shot back. Maldonado Diaz gets her 2nd kill. Net violation Novas. 5-4 Omaha. Pull up a chair. Spend the night with your Omaha Supernovas. Serve goes to Cooper. Pulls her setter off. Passing has been an issue for Omaha, even during this win streak. And it sabotages the Novas right there. It is 5 apiece. Just started in the first.
And that's something that's been a bit of a surprise during this win streak. Omaha has not passed super strong. They've struggled passing, but they're finding ways to score points and win matches anyway, which is a pretty unique situation.
Usually there's a correlation.
Usually there is. I mean, coaches talk about it over and over. Block and defense are important, but serve and pass win the game. But in Omaha's case, they've kind of gone against the grain in that.
Passing proficiency has actually fallen for Coach Lucas LeBay in the last 5 matches, but the wins have piled up. Back row swing and a kill by Maldonado Diaz. She's got 3 kills, and 2 of them delivered from the back row.
Yes, that's that back row offense that we were talking about earlier with Coach Windsor. They're going to use that over and over because they want that 4th option on the offense in a tempo attack, not a slow high ball. Omaha there, Anabanjo had actually a really nice play on that. Almost got the dig up, just went out of bounds.
Nunavilla nearly a kill. Omaha sets middle back. Big swing, Reagan Cooper. She's blocked. Tristan Savage, a legit 6-7 for the former UCLA Bruin. 7-6, first lead for Dallas.
Well, we can see here Tristan Savage and Mimi Collier go up together on that. That's a big block for Reagan Cooper to be coming at. She's got to keep looking for corners to go around that block, find seams, or hit high off the blocker's hands. We can't pull down into a big block like that.
Brooke Nunavilla fires it off the block. That's a surefire way to score, maybe the most promising way to score in the pro game.
Well, it is, because that's a ball the defense cannot run down, and Brooke Nunavilla does that so well. I think that is her bread and butter. That's what she needs to go to more often, because she's so successful that she has great court vision. She sees the block really well, and she can find shots to score.
Great attempt by Morgan ahead. Nunaville are unable to bring it over the net between the antennae on the third contact. Natalie Valentine Anderson, married in Omaha. Gentlemen, this is her home. She's playing for Dallas this spring, excuse me. Here comes the serve. Allison Holder, another Blue Jay from Creighton, playing for Omaha. And a big swing by Nunaville, out of bounds.
That's a great pass by Allison Holder to start that play. Brooke Nunaville just misses wide, but I like the system they're running right now. I like the tempo they're sending it out to Brooke at the pin. Keeping her a little bit quicker lets her work with that block a little bit more.
36 years old. Nancy, how old were you when you finally retired?
37.
Wow. You don't see it very often.
It is not normal. And I think it's more because women, when they want to have kids, a lot of times you don't come back and play after. But Nati has done a phenomenal job. She was a fan favorite here in Omaha, but she's a teammate favorite as well. People love playing with her. She's a great leader. She's a great, just aggressive player on the court. It's a fun personality to be around, and she clearly has done a great job down in Dallas this season for them as well.
Great digger. You're attacking near her. Usually it doesn't find the floor. And you're organized. When she's your setter, you're organized.
Yes, she's the floor general. They talk about sometimes the quarterback or the point guard in football and basketball being the floor general. They're kind of keeping everyone in line. Nati does that for her teams as the setter. She's keeping everyone on the same page, keeping players focused, keeping the team moving in the same direction.
So Dallas has won 5 of the last 7. You know about Omaha's 5-match win streak. Dallas in 3rd in the league at 5-3. And Omaha 7-3 in second, right behind Indy 6-2. Sydney Hilly, long shoot set, beautiful finish. Kiara Reinhardt, 1-point ball game.
Kiara Reinhardt's had a good run for Omaha as well. But again, Allison Holder with a perfect pass to start that play. Sydney Hilly finding Kiara Reinhardt on that quick set that Kiara is able to go up and hit it off high hands on the block.
Brooke Nunaviller, Oregon Duck, grew up in Chandler, Arizona, and that was an overpass. I think that's a kill for Emily Londot. Either way, we're tied.
And I think this is a really smart play by Emily Londot. She doesn't go up and swing when you're in danger of attacking the net because that ball is right at the tape. She just makes a play, touches it enough to change the trajectory, ends up resulting in a point.
You can touch a fishing net, a basketball net. You cannot touch a volleyball net.
You cannot.
Serving number 15,
10-9. Had a bushel full of service errors, 3 for Omaha already. Mimi Collier, 1 of 2 service errors for the Dallas Pulse. Londot down the line, just wide. Back to a 2-point Dallas lead.
And I like that swing by Londot. I like that she's staying aggressive. She's clearly seeing the block, seeing the opening down the line. She just misses a little bit wide.
2-time All-American for Ohio State, Emily Londot. Collier twinkles the twine, first ace of the evening. It's 12-9, Dallas' biggest lead either team.
And that's just a tough break. And it hits the net. I mean, anything can happen. That's just a tough break. That's not something players can practice because it's just a lucky tip of the net.
Lucas LeBay stops the music. 12-9, Dallas. We're in the first here in Omaha. Supernovas trying to make it 6 in a row. LeBay talking to his team. He was an assistant for the women's national team under Karch Karai when they won gold in 2021. What did it mean to the sport, to American female players of volleyball, when Jordan Larson and the USA won the gold in 21 in Tokyo?
Well, I think it just brought so much inspiration and so much hope to all of the players, all the people involved in the sport, because it had been so long since the USA had done well. But to see them on the biggest stage come home with the top award, I think really revived it and gave new energy to the sport. It's a sport that's already been growing, but that helped kind of push it even further. So it's just a very exciting time in the world of volleyball when that happened.
And after the season, he'll join Karch Karai with the men's team as they prepare for 28 in Los Angeles. Here's Mimi Collier, 3 years with Oregon, teammates with Brooke Nunaville there, and then finished at Wisconsin. Right side swing by Londot, not this time. Collier shows her setting chops. Kaylee Cox, 4-point lead.
That's a nice swing by Kaylee Cox. We can see that she goes high, deep to the corner. And again, that ball in line with the corner is hard to dig because you don't typically have a blocker. A blocker is typically taking that, so there's not typically a defender playing in line with that corner. It's a great location.
Cooper, great pass. Nunaville, not this time. Kendall White got her former teammates at Omaha 2 years ago. And Reagan Cooper gets her second attack on this rally. 4-point lead, Dallas ball, and Sofia Maldonado Diaz has her fourth kill, and it's 14-9 Dallas.
That's a nice rally by teams. Both teams have players on both sides hustling after these balls, but Nati is giving Sofia Maldonado Diaz a really quick tempo ball to the outside, even setting from off the net. Diaz is doing a great job going up and just staying aggressive, attacking that.
That is 6 straight points as Dallas is targeting Reagan Cooper with the serve.
So that was the difficult point for Reagan Cooper, is her serve receive has to be consistent enough to let the team have a shot.
Omaha.
And that's what Coach Slabé is looking for, is just getting up a ball that they can do something with. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good is best, better than perfect, because perfect can kill good.
Kira Reinhardt ends a 6-point Dallas run. It's now 15-10 Dallas, and finally Mimi Collier moved off the service line.
And it's good for Omaha to get Mimi Collier off the service line. Kiara Reinhardt went on a serving run in one of their last matches where she had 7 digs. So she can definitely get it done from the back row as well, helping her team extend rallies.
That was against Orlando in the 5-set win on Sunday. And Kiara Reinhardt had 9 digs for the whole match. 2 straight Omaha points, closes the deficit to just 4. Cedarburg, Wisconsin native. Reinhardt seals it back left. That's way long. Media timeout at 16-11 in favor of Dallas. Come on back to downtown Omaha. General Manager John Cook on the left, and the president of the Supernovas, Diane Mendenhall, on the right. A couple of heroes in the middle. We're celebrating our military heroes, first responders, and nurses tonight. Standing ovation, well deserved for those two gentlemen in uniform here this evening. But a tough start for Omaha. Nancy, down 5 early.
It is. Omaha's got to find their rhythm. I think their passing needs to get better. Right now, Dallas is serving tough, and it's taking Omaha out of it offensively. If Omaha can start passing well, they get back in rhythm offensively, they'll be right back in this match.
And here's Caroline Muth. Does not play a whole lot. That's a tough serve. Great pass by a holder. They're going to say a reach over against Sydney Hilly to try to set the volleyball. What do you think about that call?
That was surprising to me. I thought it was going over, but when she saved it, I didn't think she went over to get it. That was a surprising call.
Well, Muth is a big serve, and she's causing Omaha's passers fits right now. 18-11. Omaha swept Dallas a week ago down there.
And what Caroline Muth is doing so well right now, she's tossing that ball out in front of her, so it's like she's attacking just from farther off the net. She's got velocity behind that ball, and she's got that ball coming on a downward trajectory towards the passers for Omaha.
Caroline Muth has been in one match the entire season. So this is impressive for this former Texas A&M Aggie who finished in 2022. And Dallas is feeling confident right now. 18-11. A week ago, Omaha out-hit Dallas 391-313. and won that match 25-22, 25-18, and 25-23. That was close, but no one expected Dallas to jump out to a 7-point lead here in the first. We just haven't seen Omaha's servers stressing Dallas passers. We've certainly seen the reverse.
I agree. I don't think Omaha's servers have stressed Dallas's passers. We're missing too many serves, and the serves that we are getting in are not stressing them right now, so Omaha's got to clean up that serving line.
Emily Londa dug by Muth, joust at the net, and Nazi Valentina Anderson playing soccer for a moment, 18-12.
Trying to play in a little footwork there, just trying to keep the ball alive.
That's legal. You can kick it. You can use any appendage you want.
In volleyball, it is legal. It is legal. Most players don't do it because we don't have the foot control. But when you get somebody who has a soccer background, a lot of times it works very well for them.
I remember one time seeing Allison Weston about 30 years ago head the ball over at Colorado. She'd grown up a soccer player, just started playing volleyball in 8th grade. Still knew how to head that ball over. A jump serve, Brooke Mosier on a double switch. Merritt Beeson came in as well. Wow, that's 4 service errors for Omaha, 19-12. And Mosier's going to stay in there and set the volleyball.
So Omaha's just looking for something to change this game right now, to change the momentum of it, to give their team a spark. A lot of times for the double sub, all you want is for them to make a few points and change the momentum of the game back to your team's side.
On a banjo, battling at the net. Here comes Dallas. Maldonado Diaz down the line, and that ball is out of bounds. That's one.
And that's a good start. Merritt Beeson at the net is a very good blocker. She gets set up really well, stays in her spot, reaches over the net, causes an out-of-bounds attack by Maldonado Diaz.
Reagan Cooper, they're not booing. They're not cheering for Lou Pinella. That's cool. And that's her out of bounds. Ill time, 2013. Sophia Maldonado Diaz about to serve. 3 years at Arizona, our final year at Louisville, playing for current Husker volleyball head coach, Danny Busboom Keller. Got to a Final Four. Overpass, here we go again. Dallas on the offense. Maldonado Diaz delivers her 3rd kill from the 3-meter line, 21-13.
And Nati likes going to Maldonado Diaz in the back row. That time, Brooke Mosier was falling back away from the ball as it got attacked, and the ball taped the net, hit the top of the net, and fell short. She couldn't make that move forward. For defense, it's so important to be set where you are so that you can make a move any direction.
On a banjo, 2nd kill, 21-14.
Here we see it again. Sarah Parsons doing such a good job getting that pass back into the setter, giving Sydney Hilliard a ball and Brooke Mosier a ball where she could find on a banjo on that attack.
The slide and a reach over against Brooke Nunneviller. That's a second, what Omaha fans might call a ticky-tack call, going Dallas's way, 22-14.
Well, and I think you call it ticky-tacky when it's against your team. But Brooke Nunneveller looked back and said, I didn't touch it. And so Luca is going to challenge this ball.
Nice.
But Omaha had 2 players jump at the net, so I don't know if possibly Brooke didn't touch it, but the middle Kiara Reinhardt possibly did.
Teams get 1 replay review per set. And if you win it, you keep it. And you're down 22-14. This feels like a good time to use it.
Might as well use it. At this point, they need something to change the momentum. If you just let Dallas keep running, it just gets away from you so quickly. So at 22, there's no reason not to use it. Here we can see the video again.
It's got to be conclusive.
I could not see a contact there from the Omaha side, but I was impressed again with Nati and how she was able to turn her body and set that ball so close to the net. I remember her doing that for Omaha in previous years.
She can rotate so quickly.
She can, and she does such a good job getting her feet there so that when she jumps up, she's not flying into the net. It's a great setting move.
We focus, Nancy, on the hands for the setter, and they're critical. How important are the feet?
They're so important. If your base isn't where it needs to be, your hands have to do so much more work, and it makes it so much more critical to get a better contact with your hands. When your feet are there, everything from the bottom up is working in the same direction.
Did you ever play with setters who are great with their hands, but just their feet didn't get them there fast enough?
A few times. It made things a little bit more challenging as an attacker.
Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian, former Husker first team All-American, big lefty on the right side. Yours truly, John Baylor, here courtside. There's Nora assist to Brock, enjoying the music. Interlude here. This is one of the longer MLV video replays you're ever going to see. And nothing conclusive to overturn it.
And that's the difficulty of the challenge system, is sometimes it's not clear, so it's quite possible Omaha was in the right, but if it's not clear, they can't win that point back.
Sarah Parsons checks in. She's one of Omaha's better passers. And they'll target her, but that ball was sent over by Lane Van Buskirk. Goes into the net, 22-15. Van Buskirk checks out. She played on the Canadian national team for her current head coach, Shannon Windsor, for 5 seasons. Played collegially at Pittsburgh, finishing up in 2019.
The double sub coming back out for Omaha, so we've got Sydney Hilly back to serve, Emily Londot back in the front row.
And Morgan Wentz, because Omaha serving, checks in as the libero. She's your digging libero. And they go after her cross court, and that ball's in. And Morgan Wentz dunked, and it was just in. 23-15 Dallas.
That ball was just in. It was right on the sideline, and Morgan Wentz is in the court to dig the ball between the blockers, and it goes over her head and still falls in. That's a tough ball.
So Allison Holder in on serve receive. She's the passing libero. Can play too. Emily Londot stuffed.
It's a nice blocking move by Dallas to get out to the pin and over the net on Emily Londot. When that ball is there and 2 blockers are in front of Emily, she's got to find a way to turn it off the block out of bounds or high hands deep out of the court.
Tristan Savage involved in that block with Mimi Collier. That's a combined 13 feet of humanity. Holder guides it to Hilly, back to Londot. This time she throws it down. That was on her hand a long time.
It was, but her wrist did not break, so I believe that's still legal. But I was just thinking we need to mix in some tips, because one of the things that Coach Windsor told us about Dallas, she said we don't tip very often, and we need to find a way to mix in tips. But when your team doesn't tip, they also don't get practice receiving tips. So I think Omaha can have some success if they mix in some tips, keep their shots changing up constantly. That will lead to success.
Expect some changes when we continue. That was all Dallas. 25-16, set 1. Set 2, and we continue the 5-match win streak for Omaha in the balance here tonight. Big crowd.
Novas Nation, it's time to break out your pink. Join us Sunday, February 15th at the CHI Health Center for the Omaha Supernovas Pink Out match, featuring a free pink t-shirt giveaway for the first 5,000 fans. Presented by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Cheer on Brooke Nunaviller and hometown stars Nora Sis to Brock, Merritt Beeson, and Kiara Reinhardt as Omaha battles Orlando in a clash of MLV's best. Get your tickets now at the CHI box office or supernovas.com.
Dallas, a city pulsing with electricity, alive with vibrant nightlife, bold art, and flavors from every corner of the world. And now, home to the unstoppable force of women's Major League Volleyball. Inspired by the heartbeat of the city and the tempo of the game, Dallas welcomes its newest powerhouse to the stage, the Dallas Pulse.
Every match is a new opportunity. For us, this is everything. The hours no one sees, the pressure, the belief it takes to keep going. Every serve carries expectation. Every rally demands heart. Every win brings us one step closer to becoming champions. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars compete for greatness. This is our game, our league. Keep watching.
From your favorite athletes to your favorite music, listen to everything you love and so much more with the free iHeartRadio app. From live play-by-play to your favorite game day anthems and the biggest sports podcasts in the world, the iHeartRadio app lets you take it all with you and stay connected to your favorite team wherever you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
With Natalia Valentina Anderson back in the house, so many fond memories are flooding back. She just plays with such heart. She might be 5'6", 5'7". They list her as 5'10". She's in exquisite shape. She's 36 years old. It's just a joy to watch her play.
Well, it is fun to watch her play because of the energy she brings, just the maturity on the court. She's a calming presence, but at the same time, she's firing her team up. It's not a panic. It's an excited energy, and she pulls people along. She is working hard. She's always the hardest worker on the court. It's a fun connection for Omaha fans to see her again because she was such a fan favorite when she played here.
Less of a fan favorite tonight because she just led the opposing team to a 25-16 win in the first.
Yes, the Supernovas fans don't love that part of it, but I think they're excited to see her back here again. They got to show a package here in the arena, kind of highlighting her and hearing a message from her about being back here in Omaha. But her coach was talking about, as a 36-year-old, Natalia is responsible. She's mature enough to realize that what she's doing on the court is just a fraction of keeping her body ready to play. It's a lot of what she does off the court that allows her to continue playing this long into her career. Taking care of your body, getting the therapy you need afterwards, eating right, all those things are so important as your body gets older, especially because your body needs more time to adjust to things and more time to recover from things.
Mimi Collier from the 3-meter line. Omaha hitting under 200 in that first set.
It wasn't a great offensive outing for Omaha in that first set. I don't think Omaha passed very well, and if they need to pass better to get back in this, they've got to find a way. Now, like we mentioned, the 5 matches that they've won in a row, they haven't been passing spectacularly well. So they don't necessarily need to do that to win, but they've got to find a way through this as well. Dallas right now is winning the serving game.
Just what Omaha needed. Emily Landot with Omaha's 4th block. Tied at 1, just began the second set. Kira Reinhardt, and that's an ace! First for the Novas tonight, and back on top 2-1.
There we go. That's the serving Omaha needs to see. Serving tough, making Dallas struggle to get the ball up. Even if it doesn't result in an ace, if you can make them struggle in serve receive, that changes what their offense looks like coming at your block and defense.
Sometimes the taller middles have a tough ace, and that's well in. Kendall White ducks under a ball that was, what, 2 ball diameters in?
It was significantly short of the end line, but from our side court angle, we could see that ball come over the net and just drop like it hit a huge draft or something. That's a great serve by Kiara Reinhardt.
Goes after Kendall White again, 2-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, and an overpass, a big kill. Point on a banjo, that's her 4th kill. Toyosi on fire tonight for Omaha.
And Toyosi doing a great job here finishing that play, getting the thunder kill to make it very definitive. We don't keep plays going. When it's an overpass, we make the other team pay.
Again, Kendall White this time, perfect pass. Nati outside, Maldonado Diaz side out.
It's a nice swing by Maldonado Diaz. She had 1 blocker there with Landot because the Omaha middle jumped with the Dallas middle. Landot actually got a decent touch on that, but unfortunately there's too much court available for Maldonado Diaz with just 1 blocker.
Allison Holder's going to try to pass this Tristan Savage serve. Remember, Tristan Savage, 6 feet 7 inches tall, former UCLA Bruin. She first started at UCLA her senior year, and now she's 2nd highest in the MLV in attack percentage. And they go, Reagan Cooper gets the delivery, 5-2.
And what I like most about that play is they served at Reagan Cooper. They're trying to target her, trying to slow her down on offense. Reagan Cooper handled the ball really well, comes back and hits the ball off the block, high hands where the defense can't chase it down.
Emily Landot sails it to the back left. Nati to the middle, and there's Lane Van Buskirk, Pittsburgh Panther back in 2019, 5-3.
Serving number 9,
That serve from Emily Landot was flat, but it's falling short, so it's an easy step up and pass for the passing receiver. That keeps Dallas in system. Omaha's got to continue to serve those balls deep where it makes the passers back up to try to handle the ball.
Cooper struggled on that one, gets it back. Big chance here to redeem herself. Blocked. Van Buskirk. They have 2 huge middles, 6'7", and Van Buskirk is 6'4". Everyone tries to go over Nati. Valentina Anderson, who's maybe 5'7", but those middles can come over and help.
Well, the middles come over and help, but the problem for an attacker, when you see a short blocker and you're trying to rip the ball over the short blocker, a lot of times attackers drop their arm and hit down into the into the blocker unintentionally. So even when you have a short blocker, you still should be trying to aim for deep angles on that court because you don't want to pull it down into the block.
Back row swing, Collier, another back row kill for Dallas. They've had as many back row kills almost as they've had front row kills.
I guess they're very, very similar in numbers. But we knew Dallas was going to use the back row attack as one of their main parts of their offense, and they've continued to do that.
Mimi Collier, nearly 5.5 kills as a senior at Wisconsin last year. Centered up, Sydney Hilly fools everybody here in Dodge County.
Sydney Hilly was such a smart play there. Reagan Cooper did a great job handling a tough serve that was coming high at her. Pops back, able to pop it up right at the net. Sydney Hilly deceptive. For a setter who's going to throw the ball down, you have to wait until the last second to show that.
Hilly to the deck, tip shot by Collier. Here comes Van Buskirk, straight down, hold everything. They say it's out of bounds. We got the MLV video system to make sure. 8-5 Omaha.
And that's going to be something that Dallas right now, they're coming up and they're just throwing the ball down around the block. Omaha's block has to either get touches on that or their defense has to come up underneath and pick that ball up.
Teosi Anabanjo, a year ago, first-round pick for Omaha out of Kansas, played for Ray Bouchard. What a fabulous season the Jayhawks had her senior year. They lost everybody, and they got back the NCAA tournament last year. Remarkable story under new head coach, Matt Ulmer. 8-6 now. 6 service errors for Omaha. Great pass by Holder. Nunneviller, kaboom! 9-6.
And Brooke Nunneville, they're making Kaylee Cox pay. Kaylee Cox came up behind the block, but when you have a shorter blocker like Nazi, if the hitter doesn't pull it down into her, that attack has to go long. Kaylee Cox coming up is unable to dig that ball because she's too close under the block.
Collier gets it back. That's a cannon shot. Results in a free ball. Great chance here for Dallas. They're down 3 for the moment. Collier, make it 2.
Point close, skill by Collier.
Mimi Collier taking big swings for Dallas. She's been doing that all season. She's coming in and she's not playing like a rookie. She's taking big swings, seeing the court, seeing the block really well.
You need to have a rocket shot to get it by Morgan Hentz. She's on the national team short list for starting libero. Overpass, shot back, great up by Nunneviller. Reagan Cooper, great up by Nunneviller. Down to Dallas, sets outside. Collier, another dig, this time Allison Holder. Nunneviller to the finish, out. Did the block touch? Point Dallas.
Omaha is all calling for a touch. We'll see if Coach Slebe uses his he's going to use his challenge. This is a sign of trust in your players. And typically when you see 4 or 5 players on the court immediately calling for the touch, they all saw or heard something pretty significant.
A little trip down memory lane here is Nunneviller just dug Mimi Collier. In 2022 at Oregon, Mimi Collier is the National Freshman of the Year. Brooke Nunneviller is a senior. And they play Nebraska in the 3rd round of the NCAA tournament in Louisville. Huskers get 4 match point chances in the 4th. Oregon advances to the regional final against Louisville. They were so dynamic. They got set 70% of the balls, those 2 outsides. Wearing green that day. Today, staring at each other through a net. And they'll reverse this. And it's going to be 10-7 now.
And yes, we can see here on the replay, you can see it twitching the fingers of that block. Good vision by the Omaha players, multiple players seeing it and telling their coach there was definitely a touch.
Kaylee Cox playing out opposite for the first time this year. Blasted off the block and out. She looks very comfortable out of position here tonight.
She does, and that's one thing Coach Windsor said. We've only practiced this for a couple of days, having her as an opposite. But Kaylee Cox is an outside who's played some opposite. Sofia Maldonado Diaz was an opposite who has been playing outside, so they can switch back and forth pretty comfortably right now.
Reagan Cooper down. This is the Omaha team that went on that 5-match win streak franchise.
This is what they look like, and you can see Reagan Cooper here going up, and she's such an explosive player. She has such a high point of contact. She finds the seam between that block and is able to hit a sharper angle down.
Top 2 offensive teams in the league. Kendall White, perfect pass. Back set, Kaylee Cox down the line, out of bounds. 4-point Omaha lead, down by a set for the moment.
And credit Reagan Cooper there. She's at the net making a great blocking move, forcing Dallas to try to hit around her. They make an error hitting out down the line.
Omaha has upped its attack percentage from 173 now after one set to 257. Meanwhile, Dallas is plummeting 226. So, tale of 2 sets. First set, all Dallas, won it by 9. Right now, things look good for Omaha, up by 4. What's been one of the big differences?
I think Omaha's serving a lot tougher this set. We're seeing a lot more of Dallas being out of system, of Dallas's receivers being pushed back and kind of getting choked up on trying to pass that ball that's coming at them a little bit higher on their platform, which makes it tougher to push the ball up for your setter, so the passes are off the net. Nati Valentine Anderson is having to run for more sets. She's having to bump set more balls because she's not getting the ball at the net in the perfect spot for a setter to use her hands to set it. That change is affecting Dallas's offense.
Nancy, when we're here, 5-set matches usually occur. Last time was against Atlanta. Let's see if we go 5 again tonight. Maldonado Diaz, the pass, the kill on a give and go, 12-9, Omaha.
That's a really nice tempo from Nati Valentine Anderson out to Maldonado Diaz. Maldonado Diaz doing a great job there, hitting a sharp angle back inside the block, back towards the 10-foot line on the other side of the court.
Tristan Savage, overpass, and there's Maldonado Diaz. Thank you so much. That overpass is a front row attacker's best friend.
Well, it is. It feels like a free kill. So as a front row attacker, when you see your server serving tough, you have to be ready because you possibly are getting an attack opportunity off of the serve reception of the other team.
Reagan Cooper. Passing can be a little inconsistent. And over dig! And there's Toyosi Anabanjo. Now we keep talking about Reagan Cooper's impact upon her rival in the starting lineup. How about Toyosi? She's been in the lineup for about 5 matches.
Well, and I think Anabanjo's had a great influence on this team as well in the last 5 matches. You're right, we did talk about Reagan Cooper, but she's not the only change they've made. Omaha has several players that have been doing things for their team. Anabanjo is one of them.
Toyosi really emerged at the end of last year for Omaha. Van Buskirk gets dug by Morgan Hens. Now a chance for Reagan Cooper, block back. Sydney again to Reagan Cooper. Kaboom! That is great defense by the former Stanford Cardinal, Morgan Hens.
And Morgan Hens is known for her defense. She's definitely the defensive libero. That's her strength. But when she makes plays like that, it fires up the team. If a player's out there hustling and making digs on really hard attacks, that makes the team get some energy and some hope to get the next point.
It can be contagious. Emily Landot a little bit long.
And Landot there going for that deep serve, which I think they need to keep doing because that's the ball Dallas struggles with. They don't struggle with the ball in front of them, but they step forward to pass. They're struggling right now with that high ball that hits them, you know, mid-bicep height where they're trying to back off to get that pass. So I think Omaha needs to continue going after that. Landot just missing a little bit long.
Nice pass, Brooke Nunaviller. The slide. Toyosi Anabanjo on a mission. 15-11.
Here we see again, great pass to start that off, but Sydney Hilly making a great twisting set at the net, and Anabanjo up in the air, ready to attack, finding that deep corner where no digger can get their hands on it.
7 attacks and 6 kills for Anabanjo. Another overpass and a two-hander from Brooke Nunaviller. Pouring it on. It's 16-11. Omaha.
Nice.
Media timeout here at CHI Health Center. 16-11. The hometown Supernovas down 1 set love.
back here in Omaha CHI Health Center. We see Reagan Cooper here, who's been a huge part of the recent winning streak that Omaha's been going on. We see some plays here, just being smart at the net. Reagan Cooper not getting in the net, serving tough. You can see her numbers here. Recently, she's had 4.7 points per set, over 4 kills per set. She contributed 9 blocks, 2 aces. That's a big part of the Omaha success of late.
She's got 3 kills tonight. Kendall White, Nati, Valentina Anderson, and boy, Maldonado Diaz, Sofia Maldonado Diaz having an evening. It's 16-12.
And Maldonado Diaz has such a fast arm. When she gets that ball in tempo like that, it's a quick set to the outside. She's just going off and cutting it off with her swing, and she's got a whip of an arm.
She's got 9 kills, hitting .538. Brooke Nonaviller, kaboom! That'll put a dent in the deck.
Here we see it again. Started off by a great pass by Reagan Cooper. Brooke Nonaviller, with that vision she has, seeing the hole in the block right into the middle of the court. No digger is going to be there.
Kaylee Cox guides it. Big swing by Maldonado Diaz, and Toyosi on a banjo, the middle with the dig for Omaha. And Mimi Collier, too strong.
Credit that point to Toyosi on a banjo with that defensive play. That was a great attack, and she just popped it up like it was easy. Good defensive play, gives your team a chance for a transition point.
Timeout, Dallas. As Shannon Windsor talks it over with her troops, they did win the first set by 9. Former Canadian national team head coach for 5 seasons, had them on the doorstep of the Olympics. And now year 1 for Dallas, and this is their first coach. And they're 5-3, Nancy, and they look well organized, and they're in 3rd place in the league. And remember, of the 8 teams, 4 make it to the postseason. They're in a good spot right now.
Dallas is doing really well, especially for their first season out. They look like they are running on all cylinders right now, and I think having a veteran setter like Nati Valentina Anderson can be a huge part of that. She keeps this team focused. She keeps them all in the same path and heading in the same direction.
Omaha hitting .326, and across the net, Dallas hitting .237 for the match on a banjo. Sails with the back right. Good pass by Isabel Martin, the former Florida Gator. Van Buskirk swings on a banjo. Has got her 2nd big dig and a kill.
And Anna Banjo has come to play tonight. Typically, middle blockers serving are a target for an attacker to hit towards on defense, but both Omaha middles so far tonight have made some really nice plays on defense to extend rallies and give their team a transition ball.
Anna Banjo wants to play libero. And a big swing by Maldonado Diaz, and now Toyosi looking for an assist. Won't get it that time. Hold everything. Double touch, because it went over the net and it was spinning. You can spin it as long as the ball stays on your side.
Yes, so that's a little tweak to the rule, is there can be a double contact if your own team is the next team to touch it, but you can't push it across the net and have a double contact. That's what was just called.
So here's Caroline Miyuth, who has been a find tonight for Dallas. Remember, she has only played in 1 match coming into this match tonight. She had 2 big serves in the first set, and that's another big serve, overpass, and now Omaha with a chance. Nonaviller gets Caroline Miyuth off the service line with that kill. 2013.
Caroline Miyuth is attacking that serve. It's not just an easy serve. She's attacking, but Dallas is switching their blockers here. Nati Valentina Anderson was over on the outside, so she actually attacked that overpass as an outside hitter because they wanted Mimi Collier over here blocking against Brooke Nonaviller.
Bad pass by Collier, gets it back, and nice up from Sydney Hilly. Here come the Pulse down by 7, and they're going to call that as a carry. Tristan Savage had that on her hand a long time.
And that one gets carried. I think those are really hard to judge on that. I'm glad I'm not the referee trying to make that call because it's so close to one is okay and one's not. Changing the direction, it's a tough call to make.
It's like traveling in basketball. They rarely call it anymore. Collier gets blocked back by Kira Reinhardt. Gets it through this time. Hold everything. Point Dallas. Net violation. against Omaha. 21-14. Novas trying to lock this match up at 1 set each.
And it's important right now for Omaha to keep this momentum going. They've come out strong this second set. They've started serving a lot tougher to get Dallas out of system. The last thing a team wants to do right now is work this hard to get ahead and then give the momentum back. So it's important for Omaha to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Emily Londot finds the open court. She's such a smart player.
Well, Emily Londot has really good vision of the court. She's a taller player, but when she's at the net, she sees the block really well most of the time, and she sees the court. She's played enough that she understands defenses and where openings typically will be on the court.
She got so many swings at Ohio State. Stunning that she's in such great shape and her shoulder's okay. She just got set and then set again and set again for the Buckeyes.
They went to her constantly for the Buckeyes.
Kaylee Cox delivers on the left side.
You can see from the camera angles that ball's right on the end line.
Western Kentucky Hilltopper started at Missouri. Here's Collier. Cooper's passing better here late in the second. Emily Londot, not this time. Kaylee Cox over on the right side. Kendall White looking for an assist. And wow, Sofia Maldonado Diaz. What is her secret? That sharp cut shot?
I mean, that was just a crazy, awesome shot. Sofia Maldonado, you can see here, she goes up and just absolutely rips that thing really sharp angle inside underneath the block.
9 kills, 15 swings, and 467. Donna Miller, not this time. Diaz, I miss it. She's mortal.
She is mortal, and sometimes for players, trying to keep the ball in has a worse effect than just going after it. And Maldonado Diaz is so good at just hitting quick with that quick arm of hers. I think she has more success when she just tries to go after the kill.
Jalen Reyes there in the screen. Just signed an extension with the Huskies as now the associate head coach. Be his 9th year in Lincoln. And Kira Reinhardt has her 2nd ace of the night.
Kira Reinhardt is serving well, and that's one thing that Coach Slave mentioned is her serve is so difficult when she's serving well. That's what this team needs.
Supernova set point.
Tristan Savage, quick side out. UCLA Bruin, a legit 6 feet 7 inches tall. We have an interview with the general manager of the Supernovas, John Cook, coming up between sets 2 and 3. Down by 7, a chance to shop the bench. Here's Jelly Sear, Flower Mound, Texas, former Arizona State Sun Devil, near ace. And missed it by We're tied at 1 set each. We're going at least 4 tonight in Omaha. 2 of the top teams in the MLV. Dallas winners of 5 of their last 7. Omaha winners of 5 in a row. Come back for the 3rd here in Omaha.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
The 2026 MLV All-Star Match is coming to Orlando. The brightest stars in Major League Volleyball will compete in Edition Financial Arena Saturday, March 28th, live on CBS. Tickets available now at provolleyball.com.
Dallas, a city pulsing with electricity, alive with vibrant nightlife, bold art, and flavors from every corner of the world. And now, home to the unstoppable force of women's Major League Volleyball. Inspired by the heartbeat of the city and the tempo of the game, Dallas welcomes its newest powerhouse to the stage, the Dallas Pulse.
credit union.
As he performs, God Bless the USA.
Novas Nation, it's time to break out your pink. Join us Sunday, February 15th at the CHI Health Center for the Omaha Supernovas Pink Out match, featuring a free pink t-shirt giveaway for the first 5,000 fans. Presented by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Cheer on Brooke Nuneviller and hometown stars Nora Sis-Tabrock, Merritt Beeson, and Kiara Reinhardt as Omaha battles Orlando in a clash of MLV's best. Get your tickets now at the CHI box office or supernovas.com.
Kendall, you're gearing up for your 6th professional season and the 3rd with Major League Volleyball. What excites you the most about this opportunity here with the Dallas Pulse?
I think just the opportunity to play, like in my home country where I live. I know I'm not from Texas, but I'm always grateful just to be on U.S. soil and doing the thing that I've been like playing and doing since I was 8 years old, and I'm just really grateful for that every day.
Every match is a new opportunity. For us, this is everything. The hours no one sees, the pressure, the belief it takes to keep going. Every serve carries expectation. Every rally demands heart. Every win brings us one step closer to becoming champions. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars compete for greatness. This is our game, our league. Keep watching. It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, trusted by generations, built for champions.
Shannon, first of all, congratulations on being named the inaugural head coach for the Dallas Pulse. What initially drew you to this exciting opportunity?
I think there's very few opportunities in your career where you get to build something from scratch. And I think with Dallas, you got to come in, you're going to be the first coach, the first team. You get to really put your stamp on what this club is going to become and also what volleyball is going to be in Dallas. So that's pretty exciting. You don't get many opportunities like that.
The 2026 MLV All-Star Match is coming to Orlando. The brightest stars in Major League Volleyball will compete in Edition Financial Arena Saturday, March 28th, live on CBS. Tickets available now at provolleyball.com.
You've got to get off the couch, off the phone, and join thousands of other screaming fans for a nail-biting, heart-pounding, in-person experience you have to see to believe. It's the NCAA D1 Women's Volleyball Championship. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Dallas, a city pulsing with electricity, alive with vibrant nightlife, bold art, and flavors from every corner of the world. And now, home to the unstoppable force of women's Major League Volleyball. Inspired by the heartbeat of the city and the tempo of the game, Dallas welcomes its newest powerhouse to the stage, the Dallas Pulse.
Novas Nation, it's time to break out your pink. Join us Sunday, February 15th at the CHI Health Center for the Omaha Supernovas Pink Out Match, featuring a free pink t-shirt giveaway for the first 5,000 fans. Presented by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Cheer on Brooke Nuneviller and hometown stars Nora Sis Tabrock, Merritt Beeson, and Kiara Reinhardt as Omaha battles Orlando in a clash of MLV's best. Get your tickets now at the CHI box office or supernovas.com.
Pony Club.
The festivities, the fanfare, the excitement that just surrounds a Supernovas volleyball match.
It is such a fun atmosphere. And John, I was a little disappointed you didn't come down with the full-face tiger.
Like that young fan right there. Stage fright.
I mean, it's understandable, John. You're on TV now, so.
It was a flight to my youth. Everyone wants to relive parts of their youth, right? They're standing in line for face painting pre-match. It's one of those moments. Meanwhile, this one is all locked up at one set each. We've not had a close set yet, and we got a new libero in there for Dallas. Here comes the serve. It's going to be Callie Muir, the former Ohio State Buckeye. Finished up in Minnesota, and 1-0
Point
in
Dallas.
favor of Dallas.
Skilled by Cox.
So there's Emily Londot, former Buckeye, former college teammate. Kylie Muir now taking over at libero.
And that's something Coach Windsor mentioned in our pregame talk, is she said everyone else has an opportunity of being a sub, having someone come in for them. She said, I believe the same thing for the libero position. We're going to try with who we start with, and if it's not working, we're probably going to make a change. So she's very flexible in who she has on the court and feeling like she can go with different options.
Londot gets blocked. Now, after two sets, the two outsides for Dallas are doing the most damage, and an outside and a middle, Toyosi Onabanjo for Omaha.
Yes, and we're not surprised to see this. Mimi Collier has 7 kills. Maldonado Diaz has 10 kills. She's hitting over 400 through 2 sets. Those are wonderful numbers for an outside hitter. But on the flip side, yes, for Omaha, Brooke Nunneveller, no surprise, has 7 kills, leading the team. But Toyosi Onabanjo has been having a great night. She's hitting over 850 with 6 kills in the first 2 sets.
Here's Kiara Reinhardt. She has 2 aces tonight. 1 set each to start of the third. Kylie Muir, perfect pass. Sophia Maldonado Diaz, that time gets dug. Emily Landot. Here come the Poles. Over set, and that ball was spinning. That's a double contact. If it stayed on their side, Kaylee Cox would have gotten away for it with it. 2-2.
Yes, and that's the twist on that rule. Because she set the ball, double contacted it, because it traveled over the net, and Emily Landot on the other team was the next person to touch that ball, it gets called for a double contact.
Maldonado Diaz, the target, not a great pass. Middle back, there's Mimi Collier. Nobody touched it. 3 in a row for Omaha.
Just missing long. Nati Valentine Anderson again trying to find her attackers coming out of the back row. That pass was off the net, so it's a little bit easier angle for a back row attacker. Mimi Collier just misses long. Omaha doing a good job with Kiara Reinhardt at the service line again. She's had runs tonight. Look for her to have more runs every time she gets back here serving.
Kylie Muir's second perfect pass. Back row swing out of bounds. And Caitlin Hort is another new Dallas Pulse player. She's in the middle there. And Caitlin Hort, the former Omaha Supernova, former Husker.
And Caitlin Hort is a great blocker. She set some blocking records when she played for Omaha in previous seasons. That's what Coach Windsor's looking for her to do, is to come in and be an effective blocker for Dallas.
There's Maldonado Diaz, not this time. Yes, that is a kill. It's Landot unable to retrieve it for a teammate. 4-3 Omaha. That ends a 4-point Omaha run.
Henry Seating in that quick tempo set to the outside, bouncing off Onabanjo's block and just not quite able to pull that ball up in play for Omaha.
Caitlin Hort, she's a good digger back there. Onabanjo, diving dig by Caitlin Hort. And results in a point.
It's like you called it right after you talk about it. Caitlin Hort goes to the floor and able to pop that ball up. Nice little pancake move. Results in the Dallas transition kill from Maldonado Diaz.
Boy, when she came out of Lexington, Kentucky out of high school, she was a top recruit. Penn State got her for 4 years and finished up at Nebraska her 5th season. Reagan Cooper delivers. 5-4 Omaha.
Such a smart shot there from Cooper, going up, knowing she has 2 hands from both blockers in front of her. Forearm she's swinging it, just goes up and turns the ball out of bounds right off their hands.
Emily Landot sails it to her former college teammate, Kylie Muir. Another great libero out of Northeast Indiana. Tip shot, beauty by Maldonado Diaz. Why is she so difficult to slow down? Double-digit kills.
Well, I think on that particular ball, because she hits so hard, because her arm is so quick as an attacker, the defense tends to be leaning back, waiting for this ball to rocket at them. So when she tosses in that short tip, everyone's momentum has to change to going forward again. That's why for a defensive player, it's so important to keep your momentum leaned forward so you can make a play on a ball in front of you.
Reagan Cooper, remember, 4 kills a set coming in. 6-5 Omaha. Hitting 335. A little quiet. There's 2 kills already in the 3rd set. Maldonado Diaz this time just wide. Maldonado Diaz only 6 feet tall.
But she's such a good jumper. She plays like a taller attacker. And on that ball, she just had the ball got set shot over her attack approach. And so she's kind of reaching behind her and past herself, trying to tip that ball over net, which is why it went wide.
7-6 now. Omaha in the 3rd. We're tied in sets. A week ago, these 2 teams played in Dallas 3-0. Omaha, we're going at least 4 here tonight. Maldonado Diaz started at Arizona, finished at Louisville. Teams return favors. Neither team could serve a kolache right now. 8-6. Set number 3. Here's Toyosi. Onabanjo. KU Jayhawk. I told you.
You got to quit calling the errors for Omaha, John.
Usually it has the opposite impact. You praise them, uh-oh, trouble. You say they're struggling, aha. They find the magic. Lane Van Buskirk. That's 4 in a row.
Oh, service errors are contagious. Both teams trying to stay aggressive with their serving because they realize how important it is in this match to be aggressive serving and keep the other side out of system.
At this moment, you just go GII, get it in.
Get it in.
Yep.
Stay aggressive, but you got to get it in. Make them pass the ball.
Took him out of their system. Collier cross court, out of bounds. 10-7 Omaha here in the third.
Ooh, and that was close. We can see here just a hair's width out. But yes, after error like that serving, as a server, you want to go back and just stick a good serve. You don't have to be great, just be good.
2 great outsides for Dallas. They're trying to win with those 2 arms. And there she is, Mimi Collier, bang.
Nati Valentin Anderson is running such a quick offensive tempo on the Dallas side. When they pass well, that ball is coming out to the outside really fast, and it's very difficult for these Omaha middles to get out and close the block because the tempo is so quick.
One of 4 finalists for the National Player of the Year this past year. Mimi Collier. And Kiera Reinhardt delivers. It's just beautiful to see Sydney Hilly run middle. 11-8.
It is, and that's something that she's been working really hard on, is connecting with her middles, becoming more consistent in her tempo and her location to the middles so they can be more successful attacking.
Collier over past Giles. Whistle, yeah, it's a reach over on Nati Valentin Anderson. So the judgment there is that ball was fully on Omaha's side. Let's see.
Well, the judgment is it's in the plane of the net, and because Nati's a back row player, she's not allowed to contact it in the plane of the net. Yep.
Gotcha.
So a smart play by Kiara Reinhardt, because with a back row setter, all you have to do as a blocker is touch it. You don't have to win the joust, you don't have to win the point, get a kill out of it. You just have to touch it, and it's automatically a back row attack.
Yeah, once it's above that vertical plane of the net, and you're in the back row, you cannot leap up there and touch it.
You cannot. Even though Nati is able to, she may not.
There's Shannon Windsor, 5-year Canadian national team coach. She's still involved in the program, focused primarily though on the Dallas Pulse. Off to a nice start, 5-3, and Omaha's 7-3, and then leading the way, the Indy Ignite at 6-2, just slightly percentages ahead of Omaha for first place in the MLV. The top 4 make it to the Final Four and the playoffs. Won by Omaha 2 years ago. Orlando is the defending champ.
Yes, and I think that's something we'll see throughout this season. I think we'll see parity in this league. Each team has some really amazing players, but a great supporting cast around them. There's going to be a lot of difficult matches that can go either way.
Cooper takes a big rep. The slide, and it's Collier on the slide. And off the dig and out. Emily Londot keeps tumbling into our broadcast area, chasing volleyball. She's tired of coming over here. She wants to hang out over there.
I mean, they keep digging it towards us, and she's like, guys, quit sending me over there. Good hustle here by Emily Londot, trying to get it. She gets a hand on it, but unable to bring it back into the court.
Up by 3. Nice pass by Allison Holder, former Creighton Blue Jay. Kaboom! That's Emily's shot. That cross-court sharp angle. Great velocity inside the double block.
And what I like about that shot by Emily Londot is you see her going up again. She takes something off of it and just chops it cross-court inside the block. That's a tough ball to dig, even for the defense who is waiting and ready for it, because it comes at such a strange angle inside the block.
Reinhardt spent 6 years, a couple blocks from here. Beautiful Creighton campus, played for 5. She's got 2 aces tonight, 3 service errors though, and it's 13-10. Caitlin Hoare. Brooke Nunaville, nice pass. A slide Toyosi on a banjo. Not this time. Maldonado Diaz, another delivery. She's got 14 kills. We just are midway through the 3rd set.
And Maldonado Diaz has gone off for Dallas tonight as an attacker, but what she's doing so well is she's moving the ball around. She's not hitting at the same spot over and over. So the block never gets comfortable thinking if we block right here, we'll get her. You block right here, she goes over there. You block back over there, she cuts back inside. Moving the ball around is so important as an attacker at the professional level, because defenses are good, and if you keep hitting at the same place, they'll make the adjustment. They'll either be digging you or they'll be getting block touches and playing it out in a transition ball.
And she's hitting 400 as an outside hitter, no less. A lot of out-of-system swings, like right here, and they dig her. But a shot back and a kill. Maldonado Diaz, 15 kills.
And Emily Londot there reading the tip, but unable to control it up on the Omaha side. Maldonado Diaz capitalizing on that, taking a great hard cross-court swing to get the kill in the transition off the overdig.
Kaylee Cox playing right side for the first time this season for Dallas. I think she'll do a lot more after tonight. And Reagan Cooper tools the block, her third kill here, set 3.
Another great swing by Reagan Cooper. We talked earlier about how she goes up and tools off the block. Nobody's going to play that. Doing it again, getting another point. That's something Coach Slobé wants Reagan to keep working on, is mixing up her shots. Not just hitting the same ball every time. So it's good to see her going cross-court sometimes, coming back and hitting off this block down the line. As long as she continues to mix it up, it'll be tough for defenses to play her ball.
The slide to Lane Van Buskirk. Nice up, Emily Londa. Ooh, second contact tip over Sydney Hilly. Maldonado Diaz going to get another kill. Great effort by Brooke Nunaville. Excuse me, Sydney Hilly, and it's 15-13.
That's a really great chase play by Sydney Hilly to turn, go under the net without running into the stand here. That's a tough thing to do when you're so focused on the ball, but she does a great job getting after it, just can't bring it back.
Supernovas unable to run and hide thus far in the third set. We are locked at 1 apiece. We're going at least 4 here tonight. And Maldonado Diaz gift wraps that. Supernova point, 16-13. Media timeout. Set 3 continues when we return. 1 set each. Brooke Nunaviller and the Supernovas up 16-13 here in the third. She's had 8 double-doubles in the first 10 matches. She leads the league with 168 kills, 4 per set. She is 4th in the league in digs per set, 3.14. She does it all for this team.
Well, she does. Brooke is such an important part of this team because she's contributing on both sides of the ball. Offensively, going after and attacking. Defensively, keeping rallies alive and giving her attackers a chance to get a transition kill.
Lane Van Buskirk, the Canadian, off the block and down, 16-14. Nunaviller tonight tied for the team lead. Actually, the team leader in kills, 7. They're 2 of 6. Emily Londat and Toyosi Onabanjo. Nunaviller hitting a steady 294. But remember, she's a primary passer. She outdigs everybody on the team, including the liberos. Jump serve, Muth, near ace. Londat can only tip. Now to get within 1. Set to the left, Mimi Collier. It's a 1-point ball game.
That serve is such a rocket. Muth is so close to the line when she's taking off to attack that serve. Omaha right now has everything they can handle just to pop it up in a playable position. It comes up so fast there that Sydney Hilly can just react and touch the ball, get a ball up for Emily Londa to try to get over the net.
Carolyn Muth, San Antonio native, another serve, this time outside. Kill attempt, Brooke Nunaville. Here comes Mimi Collier again. Great dig by Allison Holder, but unable to be brought back in on the second contact by Brooke Nunaville, and we're tied. This is an outside heavy team. Dallas just features their 2 outsides. It's just almost a surprise when they set Kaylee Cox on the right or they set the middles. It's just Mimi Collier and then Sofia Maldonado Diaz and then again and again and again. And they're coming from everywhere. The back row, the left side often, and sometimes on the right when they're over there.
Yes, and that's one of Dallas's I think it's almost a weakness because it becomes very predictable, but their outsides right now do such a good job with the ball that it works for them. They're getting onto that ball quickly. They're getting a quick approach and exploding up, being able to see blocks and find openings on the court, and they hit. Both Mimi Collier and Sofia Maldonado-Diaz hit so quickly with such fast arms and heavy balls that they're able to score a lot.
Sofia Maldonado-Diaz, 16 kills to lead this match, hitting .429. Here's Caroline Mayuth. 2022 is her final year at A&M. Decent pass by Reagan Cooper. Londot needs it, gets it. 17-16 Omaha. Huge moment in this match.
Great job by Reagan Cooper. They're handling that ball, just getting a good pass, not trying to be perfect. Emily Londot does such a good job out of the back row where she can see the defense developing in front of her, see what's opening up from the block, what they're giving her, what they're taking, and finding openings on the court.
At Ohio State, they should name that part of the court for Emily Londot, that back right spot. So many kills from there.
The Londot quadrant.
Point pulse.
Area 1, meanwhile, Brooke Nuneviller shaken up. 17 each, and looks like she's
that ball maybe got in her eye.
Splitting. And she's spitting blood
Nose.
right now. It's amazing this doesn't happen more often, that attackers just don't smash the ball into somebody's nose. And let's see, she might need a break. That's so rare. Whoa, got through the hands and hit her right in the middle of the face.
Yep, right between the arms. She's a warrior, though. I have no doubt that she's going to get that thing stopped and be right back out on the court. That's just the type of player Brooke is.
We'll see how long the officials allow this delay. 17-17. Brooke Nuneviller nursing a bloody nose. I think it just surprised her. She just thought that her arms are going to slow that ball down.
And that's kind of the danger. When you're blocking, sometimes you want to take a bigger area, but in order to do that, your hands have to be further apart, and that opens up the ball right down the middle, right into your face.
Lucas Lubbe, the head coach, is out there with some Lysol, wiping up the floor. Head coaches have to do a lot. You got to wear a lot of hats. If you want to get it done right, you got to do it yourself.
Cleaning the floor does not usually fall on the head coach, but Lucas says, I'll take it. I got this, guys.
I don't remember John Cook walking around with Lysol bottle.
I do not have a memory of that either.
Terry Pettit, you remember him walking around with a Lysol bottle? I don't either.
Nope, not one single time.
Nope. And Brooke Nuneville's back out there.
I'm not surprised. She is such a warrior. She's a fighter. She is the heart and soul of this team, and she's showing here why.
17 each. Closer than newlyweds. Emily Londot to break the tie. Yes!
Emily Londot, point.
Cross-court shot there for Emily Londot going between the block, but this is one you're not going to get a kill on very often because Nati Valentine Anderson is back there, and she's such a good defensive player. Emily gets one on her.
8 kills now for Emily, first on the team. Leads the team right now. Merritt Beeson won the opposite job in the preseason. Now it's Emily Londot. As Merritt hitting about 100 in Overdig, and there's former Husker Caitlin Horde. We're tied again at 18.
And that's something that coaches at the professional level really adhere to, is that you have to earn your spot on the court. Coach Tolbe mentioned that when we were talking about Reagan Cooper. He said when they started off, she wasn't there, but she's worked her way in. She has earned being able to start. It's the same thing with Emily Londot. Merritt Beeson earned the start by how she played in the preseason, and he was very complimentary of her skill and her technical ability. But he said when she got into matches, she wasn't getting the kills they needed, so they're giving Emily a shot. Emily's taking advantage of that and coming through for the team.
Sofia Maldonado-Diaz, another kill, and this one out of system, Nancy, and that one hurts. 19-18 Dallas. Well, she is putting on a clinic. Reagan Cooper to tie it, not yet. Maldonado-Diaz again. One arm dig, that would have been long, but media block touch it, and that's another kill. 2-point lead for Dallas. Maldonado-Diaz, 19 kills. We're not done with the third set yet.
I mean, like you said, she's putting on a clinic. She is just putting on a show out there. but the tempo that Nati Valentine Anderson is giving to her is allowing Sofia Maldonado-Diaz to get up quickly, which utilizes her speed and her jumping ability, and utilizes her fast arm to beat the block. So she's having a lot of places to score on the court. She's doing a great job of using the ball that she's given and finding those places to get these kills.
Omaha led 16-14 now, trails 20-18, unable to slow down. Number 2 right there, Sofia Maldonado-Diaz, the former Louisville Cardinal. She's on the Mexican national team. A year ago, she played in Romania. And what a fun way to spend a year, playing in Romania. And now she's playing in Dallas. My guess is there are some cultural differences.
Probably a little bit different, yes.
20-18. And Maldonado-Diaz in the front row. She's been a headache for Omaha's defense. And Allison Holder unable to hold up on that pass. Kaylee Cox, the beneficiary. 21-18 Dallas. And we're going to have a replay. A challenge here, presumably for a block touch. Perhaps Lucas Obey using this primarily as a timeout.
It looks like a clean play to me, so I'm not sure what he's challenging, which leads credence to maybe he's using it as an extra timeout, trying to stop momentum.
If you get one, yeah, that's not close. I think this play will stand. Yeah, that was a quick decision. Kaylee Cox two-hands it down.
Yeah, she's on her side of the net the whole time. That's a clean play. It's a smart play by Kaylee Cox, but there was no penalty there.
You get one challenge per set, so Omaha's out of them. We got a close one here late in the third, 21-18. Dallas trailing by 2 late, now up by 3. Jump set left. There's Reagan Cooper. Can't play a kill right now. Now Diaz blasts another. My goodness. It is 21, now 22-18.
And I think that's 20 kills for Maldonado Diaz.
That's right.
In less than 3 full sets. I mean, that's incredible for an outside attacker.
She's averaging almost 7 kills a set. Emily Londot gets one.
Another smart turn for Emily Londot there as a right-hander on the opposite. Her turning it away from her body like that goes down the line. That's a tough ball to dig. She does a good job of seeing that the block is giving her line and finding a way to score down the line.
Down 3, Kara Reinhart needs her 3rd ace of the night. Not this time. Kylie Muir, nice pass. Mimi Collier down.
Point Dallas, kill by Collier.
And we're seeing again another outside attacker kill for Dallas on this team. They're playing so outside heavy right now.
Going after the big middle, playing back left. Kara Reinhart, I'm able to dig that one. I'm not sure a lot of liberos could have dug that one. That was high velocity.
I mean, Collier unloaded on that ball.
But
if you want anybody digging it, Kara Reinhart, I think she had seven digs in a row, in 7 rallies in a row, I should say, the last time they played. So she could possibly be the one to dig it.
Quick attack by Toyosi Onabanjo. Don't count out Omaha quite yet here in the 3rd set. Onabanjo now 7 kills. Emily Londot leads with 9 for Omaha. And great dig by Emily Londot. This play continues. Up 3 with the ball. Maldonado Diaz dug this time. Morgan Hintz. Londot blocked back. Great cover. Morgan Hintz. Cooper, no. Maldonado Diaz. Great dig by Morgan Hintz. Londot. This place is about to explode if the Omaha can prevail. Maldonado Diaz. Big block. Best rally of the night. Omaha within 2.
And right when they need it, Omaha able to stop Maldonado Diaz, something they have not done very often tonight.
Timeout, Dallas.
What I especially like during this rally is there's players on both teams taking big rips at the ball. Their teammates are covering when they get blocked. That's so important. It gives the player confidence to know your teammate has your back. They're going to cover if I get blocked. It gives a hitter so much more confidence going up to attack and go after it.
5 blocks now for Omaha in this match. Toyosi Onabanjo leading the way there defensively. But Morgan Hintz, that was her finest moment here tonight.
Well, and that's what we are looking for from Morgan Hens. That's what Omaha wants to see, is those big defensive plays that they know she's capable of. No better time than right now.
He's fired up. Cheerleaders are here, fans are here. Beautiful Thursday, mid-February in Omaha. Thanks to the Missouri. I was just over there. 23-21. Emily Londot gets this one in. Kaylee Cox, nice pass, big attack. Van Buskirk, she is just too good. They're gonna have 3 chances to finish off this set.
And on that perfect pass, Dallas goes to the middle, which they don't do very often. I think if I'm Omaha in that situation on a perfect pass, I probably have a blocker committing with the middle, because that's about the only time they set their middles.
Kaylee Cox the honors. And Reagan Cooper shanks the pass.
Dallas.
All that momentum squandered. 25-21. Dallas up 2-1 when we come back set 4. Passing eludes Omaha there at the finish of set 3. Set 4, we return.
Shannon, first of all, congratulations on being named the inaugural head coach for the Dallas Pulse. What initially drew you to this exciting opportunity?
I think there's very few opportunities in your career where you get to build something from scratch. And I think with Dallas, you got to come in, you're going to be the first coach, the first team. You get to really put your stamp on what this club is going to become and also what volleyball is going to be in Dallas. So that's pretty exciting. You don't get many opportunities like that.
It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, trusted by generations, built for champions. Every match is a new opportunity. For us, this is everything. The hours no one sees, the pressure, the belief it takes to keep going. Every serve carries expectation. Every rally demands heart. Every win brings us one step closer to becoming champions. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars compete for greatness. This is our game, our league. Keep watching.
Novas Nation, it's time to break out your pink. Join us Sunday, February 15th at the CHI Health Center for the Omaha Supernovas Pink Out match, featuring a free pink t-shirt giveaway for the first 5,000 fans. Presented by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Cheer on Brooke Nunaviller and hometown stars Nora Sis Tabrock, Merritt Beeson, and Kiara Reinhardt as Omaha battles Orlando in a clash of MLV's best. Get your tickets now at the CHI box office or supernovas.com.
2-1, Dallas to Yossi Anabanjo. In the month of January, she hit negative. And then the calendar turned a page to February. She's hitting almost 600 this month, and tonight, 7 kills, 10 swings, hitting 700.
She has turned the page as well. And I would like to think that's due to her connection with Sydney Hilly improving. That's something that Coach LeBay said they've been working on. And when the setter can get the ball to the middle more consistently and in a better location, the middles can be lethal, because typically they have a 1 block, maybe 1.5 with somebody else reaching. But most professional teams won't commit 2 blockers to a middle, which means Terosi's got a lot of net and a lot of court to work with.
Boy, things really changed for Dallas in that third set behind brand new libero Kylie Muir, brand new middle Caitlin Horde.
Yeah, both players came on and played well for Dallas. But Dallas continues to be very pin heavy in their scoring. Maldonado Diaz just eating it up at the net. I honestly, she's putting on a clinic, like you said. And then Mimi Collier obviously doing her own damage in the other outside hitter position.
Kaylee Cox with 5 kills for him in her opening night on the opposite. But Sophia Maldonado Diaz hitting .417 with 20 kills. Poor pass by Allison Holder. It's going to be point for Kaylee Cox, her 6th kill of the match. Dallas wins this set. Dallas wins this match.
And Omaha going with Sarah Parsons here on the other outside hitter position. They're going to try something new. Parsons probably typically more a consistent passer and serve receiver. As I say, that doesn't work, but probably more consistent serve receiver than Reagan Cooper. So I think they're probably looking for better serve receive to be able to get their offense running more smoothly again.
It's tough when you've been watching for more than 90 minutes.
Yes, and Sarah Parsons is not a rookie, so it's a little bit different for older players as well.
Second bad pass, and it's 3-0.
But we also know Sarah Parsons is a professional, so she's ready mentally and physically. She'll have herself ready to play at any point during the match.
Had a huge first week of this season, was named the MLV Player of the Week. Then Reagan Cooper took over 5 matches ago. Sarah Parsons has her chance again. She's got a kill. 3-1 Dallas.
Good start for Parsons up at the net, finding high hands between this block, high seam, while flips between him and falls down in the middle of the court.
You feel a budding rivalry emerging between these two teams.
And I think it's a good rivalry because the top 2 offenses in the league, you know they're going to battle it out every time they play.
Kara Reinhardt, 3 aces, 3 errors. This time she gets past, and then Caitlin Horde tips it home. Tipping better than a restaurant patron, 4-1.
Omaha has to find a way to pick this ball up. If you've got one blocker, the other 2 front row players have to crash on that tip. You cannot give up points on free tips when there's just one blocker blocking.
And there's Toyosi on a banjo, out of bounds. But somebody must have touched it or it landed in. Point Omaha. Either way, point Omaha.
Serving for the big O.
Big juncture here. Omaha down by 2, down 2 sets to 1. Emily Landa leading the way with kills. Cox a bad pass. Out of system. Maldonado Diaz delivers again. 21 kills. Nothing slows her down.
And she's having a great night. Again, just staying aggressive, going up on this ball, which is not an in-system, not a fast tempo set, which I think is her bread and butter. But going up, being aggressive, taking a really good swing and just hitting high hands, able to find hands and hit out of bounds.
Early favorite for MLV Player of the Week this week.
I mean, with this kind of a performance, she has to be in the conversation.
Sydney Hilly unable to get her second kill tonight. Maldonado Diaz. Rare miscue. 5-3 Dallas.
Serving number 11, Sarah Parsons.
Sarah Parsons twinkles the twine. Nice pass, Kaylee Cox, middle back. Mimi Collier off the block and out. 6-3 Dallas. They're up 2 sets 1. We're in the 4th.
Mimi Collier does a great job on that ball. She comes up and turns it and hits it off the block at an angle to tool it out of bounds from middle back. That can be tough sometimes.
That's Nancy Metcalf. My name's John Baylor, courtside. CHI Health Center, downtown Omaha, overpass Sarah Parsons. Her
Points.
pass of this first set, but gift-wrapped attack here by Mimi Collier, 6-4. In favor of Dallas. Could not have been better timed if you're a Nova Nation member.
I mean, sometimes you just say thank you, right? They're human too. They make mistakes, and you just say thank you and move on.
Collier, perfect pass, setters up. Nati, Valentin, Anderson. Front row attacker, 7-4. It's her first kill. Sydney Hilly's got 1 kill. These two usually distribute rather than attack. Lane Van Buskirk. Good pass, Sarah Parsons. Perfect. Brooke Nunnemiller. You get a good pass, you usually get a point.
Well, and that's the thing for Omaha is when they're passing well, they stay in system. They're able to get their offense running quickly and quicker. Allows Brooke Nunnemiller to get up quickly and use her attacking, seeing the block well.
Coaches are always checking for possible trades. Do you think Lucas LeBay, General Manager John Cook are going to start shopping maybe for passing help?
I don't think so. I think between Parsons and Nunnemiller, they're both very solid passers. And I think Reagan Cooper has been holding her own. She hasn't had a great night passing tonight, but overall she's been holding her own. And I think for Omaha, they just need good. They don't need perfect. And so I don't think they're shopping for a passer right now.
That's a great pass there by Sarah Parsons. And finally, Omaha able to run middle on a side-out attempt. Kara Reinhardt, 8-6 Dallas.
And being able to run middle helps open up the block for the outside attackers as well, so it pays dividends all around.
Looks so easy when you get a good pass. Not a great one there by Collier. Back row tip shot does not clear the net. Maldonado Diaz, a rare attack error. 1 point ball game.
She has not had many of those tonight. She's been so good. But she is human too, showing it a little bit there. Being a little bit too aggressive, trying to go too hard for the super difficult tip.
She's got 21 kills. We just started the 4th set. Kaylee Cox off the digging out. Started at Missouri, finished up Western Kentucky, the Hilltopper. 1 point Dallas, 2 point Dallas lead now, 9-7. There's Kylie Muir, grew up in Northeast Indiana, played for the Muncie club team. So many great liberos come out of there. Played for Ohio State, finished up at Minnesota. Here she's going to try to get an assist. Kaylee Cox going to try to get another kill. She does. This is a team, Dallas, that didn't tip much until the last 2 matches.
And that's something they've been working on to try to work it in, because they know mixing up tempos as well as location helps your attackers be more successful. But Kaylee Cox doing a really good job. That ball was very, very, very far inside, and as a right-hander, an inside ball can be tough to get to. She gets to it, gets her feet there, and is able to tip it back in the direction she was just coming from, which is hard for defenses to change direction sometimes.
11-7 in favor of Dallas after 3 straight pulse points, and they certainly have one tonight. 11-7 in favor of the Dallas Pulse, playing for the first time in Omaha. This is their 2nd meeting of the season. A week ago, Omaha swept Dallas. These 2 teams will play 4 times. 1 more time here, 1 more time down in Dallas. And Lucas Lumbe has got to figure out a solution right here to get the Omaha Supernovas back into this one.
Yes, and I think it's to just keep plugging away. They've got to serve difficult serves at Dallas. Keep Dallas out of system, because Dallas's offense is so much easier to slow down and to play defense on when they're out of system. But Omaha also has to find a way to get some points here, and that starts with passing. If they can pass consistently good, they have a lot of offensive options, and they can start finding ways to score.
Kaylee Cox right there, 8 kills, hitting .400. There's Allison Witten, fellow libero. Allison Holder now, and fellow libero Kylie Muir. Allison Holder, perfect pass. There's big kill by Sarah Parsons. It finds the floor. Big side out after the timeout by Omaha.
And that is a great pass by Allison Holder, right on target for the setter. That gives Sydney Hilly so many options offensively of where to set. It allows her to set with tempo to the attackers, which gives them more speed coming into their attack, able to translate it into a kill.
Sarah Parsons taking over for Reagan Cooper for Omaha, and Maldonado Diaz dug by the middle. Kara Reinhardt, setter dump doesn't work. Maldonado Diaz, wow, that's a fast arm. Great rescue by Omaha. Again, Maldonado Diaz in. 22 kills.
That's Maldonado Diaz's quick arm on that first ball. It's just a pinball defensive play. At that point, it's turn and react and try to pop it up, get it over the net.
1-woman wrecking crew. Sophia Maldonado Diaz, former Louisville Cardinal, after 3 years at Arizona. Middle swing, Toyosi Anabanjo. 3-point ball game within striking distance.
And Omaha's middles are effective when they pass good. So they got to keep getting those good passes. They don't have to be perfect. Get good passes. Allow Omaha to run middles. When they can do that, it opens things up for the outsides as well.
Anabanjo, a Texan. She grew up in Houston, attended KU. Boy, Van Buskirk, she makes it look so easy. She doesn't even jump very high, but that arm goes on forever. She's 6'4", but boy, the arm makes her look like she's much taller.
Well, she has such long arms, but so far tonight, every attack she's had, I think, has gone back to zone 1. I'd like to see the Omaha middles start blocking towards that zone, because she's jumping and hitting across her body back towards zone 1 over and over and over, and she is tall with long arms, so it's a very sharp angle when she attacks that ball.
Sophia Maldonado Diaz, great dig by Allison Holder, free ball over. Up 4 with the ball, the slide Van Buskirk. This time they slow her down. And it's gonna be Maldonado Diaz out of bounds, no touch. Huge point there for Omaha, effectively a 2-point swing.
Huge point for Omaha because it changes the momentum. They had some defensive plays during that rally that give them some energy, and then Maldonado Diaz comes in to play that ball, and they try to go fast right back to her, but she's not able to transition that quickly on that ball and get up and attack, and she makes the hitting error.
Sarah Parsons, former Minnesota Gopher, 2016 Big Ten Conference Player of the Year. Back row attack out of bounds within 2.
Now Mimi Collier with the attack error out of the back row. That attack approach to me seemed really slow developing. It wasn't the normal, like, aggressive attack accelerate into it that she normally has on her approach.
Overpass and a kill for Anabanjo. It's 3 in a row.
There's the run that Omaha's looking for. They get some momentum going on their side again.
Game of momentum, and right now it's the friend of Omaha timeout, Dallas. My goodness. This was a 4-point lead, and suddenly it is just 1, and this one still very much in the balance. Omaha plays again on Sunday, 5 o'clock against Orlando, the defending champs. Surprisingly in 4th place as we speak, even though they were the preseason pick to win the MLV. Omaha was picked to finish 2nd, where they currently are situated. Can Omaha force another 5-set match this year? Omaha lost in 5 to Atlanta, lost in 5 to Orlando, 1 in 5 against San Diego, and 1 in 5 against Orlando last Sunday. So they've won their last 2 5-setters. Got to get there first. 2-2 for the season when going 5. Here's Sarah Parsons, a mom about a year and a half ago. Julianne Sun, bomb set, cross. Oh, two-handed back by Sydney Hill. She'd like to have that one back. Big swing, Maldonado Diaz punched over. Great chance here, middle back. Sarah Parsons blocked. Maldonado Diaz playing defense too.
That's a tough ball because when Dallas overpasses trying to get that out-of-system set to their outside, Omaha has to capitalize on that. You have to make them pay when they make an error like that.
She's in the back row, but she's lethal from back there. 22 kills, hitting .318. That's come down about 100 points. Brooke Nunaviller. Net violation against the Pulse. Nati cannot believe it.
She does not agree with that call.
Lane Van Buskirk can't believe it. And let's see. She touched it.
Sorry, Nati. The video doesn't lie.
14-13, now to tie this baby. Anna Banjo, Kylie Muir, nice pass. Van Buskirk got this time. Don't drop. Here come the Novas. Londot making a living in that spot. Back right belongs to Emily, and we're tied at 14.
I think that's the heaviest swing we've seen from Emily Londot tonight. She got all of that ball when she attacked it. Sometimes I think she's more comfortable out of the back row because she has some separation between her and the block and she sees things better. But she went after that ball. She hit that ball hard.
So much for the 4-point deficit. Omaha ties up Dallas here midway through the 4th. Overtake by Anna Banjo. Collier's gonna get another swing cross court. Great take by Nunaville. Broke down for the point. Block back. Again, Nunaviller, the 3rd-year pro, drops it into the donut, all the way back, and now up 15-14.
Brooke mixing up her shots there. We talked about this. You can't just hit the same shot over and over. She hits a high ball to let her team cover it and play again. She goes after the line. This time she just drops the tip right over in the middle of the court. We call it the donut or the campfire.
Fighting through a bloody nose. That happened in the 3rd set. Here's Collier, cross court in. 15 apiece. Closer than Mexico City traffic.
And that was so close. Anna Banjo was right there, and she turned and let it go, thinking it was out. It was so close to the line.
And Buskirk to serve Parsons. Perfect pass. And Brooke Nunaviller induces another violation again by Nati Valentina Anderson. She's undersized, so she has to work so hard there to put up that block.
And her movement is so almost exaggerated because she's trying to get all the momentum she can to get up and get over the net on her block.
Media timeout in the 4th. Omaha down by 4, now leads by 1. on here at CHI Health Center, downtown Omaha. Omaha trailed 13-9, now lead 16-15. Got to win this set. We're in the fourth. Collier the pass, Collier the swing. Nice up by Sarah Parsons. Another chance here for Brooke Nunaviller. Here come the Novas again. Brooke Nunaviller. Yes! Off the block and out. The 2-point lead.
And Omaha, they're working on Nati Valentine Anderson as the smallest blocker at the net. They're going to continue giving Brooke Nunaviller swings to try to go over, through, and around Nati. She's able to do it. They're bouncing it off the blocker's hands.
When Nati just wants to rotate to the back row. Back right, tip shot, Maldonado Diaz, diving dig, a beauty. Allison Holder. Maldonado Diaz, great dig by Morgan Hintz. And that's a kill for Dallas, 17-16 Omaha. Allison Holder was not in there that rally. And here's why I thought it was she. The floor official was blocking. And I saw the white jersey, but we're playing two liberos tonight, so you're not sure.
But Morgan Hintz had some really nice digs during that rally.
Kara Reinhardt, quick side out, 18-16. When Omaha serves, Morgan Hintz is the libero. When Omaha receives serves, it's Allison Holder. Serve just long. Couple Dallas players thought the other would play it, and they're fortunate that just missed.
And it was just a hair long. It's a really good serve attempt, trying to push that Dallas team back, trying to make him back off on serve receive. Just misses.
12 service errors, 3 aces for Omaha tonight. And from the right pin cross court, Emily Londot gets it in. Big point there. Got a chance here to force a fifth set. Wow.
Whew, barely tagged that line. Nice high cross-court shot by Emily Londot, though.
It's that MLV video technology is changing the sport. You're certain about these calls, and you get the calls quickly. And Maldonado Diaz gets killed, number 23, in what is easily her least effective set thus far. She only has 3 kills. She averages 7 kills in the first 3 sets, 19-18 Omaha.
Well, that ball is a credit to the speed of the offense again. Nati Valentine Anderson pushing that ball out with tempo, allowing Sofia Maldonado Diaz with her quick arm to be attacking it over the net before Toyosi Onabanjo could get her hands over the net to block. She's beating the block with the speed on a ball like that.
Nice pass, Allison Holder. Sarah Parsons played this whole set, gets the kill. Parsons is an 8-year pro. She sat out last year as a mom. Had a quick start this year, got replaced by Reagan Cooper, and making an argument that she belongs back in the lineup despite 2 poor passes to start this set. She's heating up now offensively. Here's Merritt Beeson. She had an ace against Orlando Sunday. 3 aces for the season, not this time. Ken Busberg gets dug beautifully by Sydney Hilly. Here comes Maldonado Diaz. Block back to Luciana Banjo. That's her 2nd block tonight.
Omaha's block, they're doing such a good job just staying in position and reaching over the net. Maldonado Diaz a little bit off balance there. That ball was higher, and so she was slower on her approach. She doesn't have that same explosiveness. Not able to go after it hard, and Omaha's block sealing over to take that away. Here we see it again. We can see Merritt and Toyosi, Sydney and Toyosi just getting over the net and reaching over into the Dallas side.
I want you to get up now.
We said at the top, they were expecting 10,000 here tonight. 9,828 move through the turnstiles.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We don't have turnstiles anymore, but we used to.
The imaginary ones.
It's the 2nd highest number for a weekday match in franchise history. Basically, 19 of the all-time 20 biggest crowds to witness women's volleyball in this country have been in this building watching this team, and I think it's 26 out of the top 27. Biggest crowd. So if the Omaha Supernovas are playing right here, the fans are going to fill it.
The fans show up. They consistently show up for this team. They support this team day in and day out. And that means so much of a big deal to a team like this to have that support.
Merritt Beeson, 4th ace of the season, a la Sunday, in the win in 5 sets at Orlando. She gets a key late match ace. Another!
And Coach Slabay talked about Merritt when he said she's not playing his opposite right now, but he said she's so technically sound. She's a great server. She's a great blocker. She has a great blocking movement. Her approach is so technically sound. He said she'll get there. She's just not quite where we need her to be right now, but he mentioned her serving specifically, saying it was such a weapon for them.
Gardendale, Alabama. Asked her, are you more famous in Lincoln or Gardendale? She says, I think Gardendale. I'm not so sure. Tip shot by Van Buskirk, and Merritt Beeson may get another chance to serve. Tip shot by Sarah Parsons, not down yet. Beautiful tick by Morgan Hentz. Brooke Nonaviller, kaboom! Whew. That's volleyball.
That is some good volleyball there. Some back and forth plays, great defense on both sides. Kylie Muir had an unbelievable coverage ball for Dallas early in that rally. Some good defensive plays by Omaha. Finishes with Brooke Nonaviller finding a hole between the block for a kill.
Can Merritt Beeson finish off the fourth? Nice pass by Isabel Martin, a native of Germany, played at Florida. She'll get a set in her first swing of the match. No. Brooke Nonaviller. Not quite. Nati sets middle back. Mimi Collier. Play continues. 24-19. Omaha.
So Omaha will have lots of chances here to finish it, but I would like to see them right away. Just come out, keep that momentum on their side. Don't give anything up right now. Get a solid pass. It doesn't have to be perfect, but get a good pass so that Sydney Hilly has every offensive option.
Kaylee Cox has an ace and an error. Slide on a bench. We're done on the fourth. 25-19 Omaha. We go 5. Set 5 and we come right back. Fifth set for Omaha in 2026 when we return.
Shannon, first of all, congratulations on being named the inaugural head coach for the Dallas Pulse. What initially drew you to this exciting opportunity?
I think there's very few opportunities in your career where you get to build something from scratch. And I think with Dallas, you got to come in, you're going to be the first coach, the first team. You get to really put your stamp on what this club is going to become and also what volleyball is going to be in Dallas. So that's pretty exciting. You don't get many opportunities like that.
It's not just a sport, it's a calling. At Spalding, we've spent years crafting high-quality equipment that honors that passion. As the official net system supplier to Major League Volleyball, we're proud to support the game at its highest level, where precision, durability, and performance matter most. Because when you give your all, you deserve equipment that does too. Spalding Volleyball, trusted by generations, built for champions. Every match is a new opportunity. For us, this is everything. The hours no one sees, the pressure, the belief it takes to keep going. Every serve carries expectation. Every rally demands heart. Every win brings us one step closer to becoming champions. This is Major League Volleyball, where the sport's top stars compete for greatness. This is our game, our league. Keep watching.
Novas Nation, it's time to break out your pink. Join us Sunday, February 15th at the CHI Help Center for the Omaha Supernovas Pink Out match, featuring a free pink.
Set 5 late night here at CHI Health Center. Teachers, be compassionate in the morning. These kids might be a little fatigued. They've been going crazy all night, and this place is packed with young kids. A lot of young girls, a lot of boys with Supernova gear on tonight. This is the 5th time this year in 11 matches that Omaha is going to a 5th set. They're 2-2. It's the 3rd time for Dallas to advance to a 5th set in 9 matches. They're 2-0. How does the strategy change, if at all, for a set 5, Nancy?
I don't think it changes. I think Omaha has to focus on the same things. I think Sarah Parsons came in and did a great job passing solid serve receive. That's what she needs to do. Then she's going to get her kills, because when you pass well, it opens up the net when Sydney Hilly has more than one option on the offense. I think Omaha continues to focus on serving tough against Dallas. Keeping them out of system takes away that speed to Maldonado Diaz. She can still be effective out of system, but her numbers are a lot lower when she's not getting that fast set in system.
Yeah, out of system, she has seemed much less effective and defensible.
Yes, I 100% believe that. But I also think on the Omaha side, blocking, when Van Buskirk is at the net, Omaha has to block the crossbody shot back towards zone 1. They got her once. Kiara Reinhardt came in and had a monster block against her. If they keep blocking that crossbody, they're going to force her to find something else that takes away her strength.
Kaylee Cox. Sophia Maldonado Diaz, 23 kills, hitting 269. That has dropped almost 200 points. That 4-set was tough on her. Kaylee Cox now with 9 kills. She's hitting better than 400. She's thinking, get me the ball.
And I think we can look for Dallas to possibly change up what they're doing offensively, because Sophia Maldonado Diaz's numbers have gone down. They're going to quit relying on her so heavily. Hope someone else can take some of that load while she kind of takes a breath and gets back into her form.
Kiara Reinhardt got the kill. We're tied at 1 in the 5th. She has 3 aces today, 3 service errors. Will she go after Sophia Maldonado Diaz, who's usually a liability passing? Not so much tonight, though. Ooh, set was behind, and Caitlin Horn nearly dropped it. Beautiful rescue by Hilly, but not for long. 2-1 Dallas. Set
Such
5.
a great hustle play on the Omaha side there. It's so hard to put your heart into keeping these balls alive like that, only to have it end with a quick kill from Sophia Maldonado
So
Diaz.
smart. First contact swing. Omaha wasn't set up yet.
To realize the defense is all out of position and just go right after it. Really smart play.
How about this? Emily Londot gets the start in the 5th set, despite Merritt Beeson making a big contribution late set 4. 2-2.
Well, Merritt came in late in set 4, but she was coming in as a server. She wasn't coming in to be an attacker. So I think Luca's making the right decision to stay with who's been effective for them as an attacker on the opposite. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls Merritt in and asks her to be a serving sub at some point because of how well she served at the end of the 4th.
Remember, Londot, such a weapon in the back row. Not quite the server Merritt Beeson is. Beeson had 2 aces in the 4th. A big block! Toyosi Onabanjo's 3rd block of the night. 3-2, Omaha's first lead in the 5th.
Great time for Toyosi to find another block here, going up, reaching in, and taking away that shot from Lane Van Buskirk. Now, on that ball, I think Lane was trying to go back to zone 5 because she opened her body up, so hitting cross court was still going to zone 5. Most hitters actually turn their arm and their wrist. She turned her whole body to try and hit back towards zone 5.
What a set. Diaz gets dug. Oh, Nati's still flying in there. She's having fun. And a miss hit from Kaylee Cox. How about the first set and then the second one by Nati Valentina? She is worth the price of admission.
She's just fun to watch because she has such a hustle, never give up attitude. I loved watching her in a Supernovas uniform. I'm so happy to see her playing for Dallas. It's fun to watch her play again.
4-2 Omaha in the 5th. There's Nati, sets middle back, Collier. Not this time. She's had some big digs in this match. Diaz, a nice up by Brooke Nunaville. Hence looking for the assist. That's really well done. But nobody attacks it, just a 2-hander over by Sydney Hilly. And another big dig by Hens, but across and out.
Morgan Hens is earning her keep out there playing defense. She's getting balls rocketed at her and able to pop them up, chasing down digs from teammates that go off the court, finding a way to get a ball back to the net. Unfortunately, that ball for Omaha does not go their way, but some really nice defensive plays and good hustle.
Kaylee Cox has an ace tonight. Not there. Nice pass by Brooke. Perfect there outside. Parsons blocked back and nearly fell. Now to tie it, Dallas, Mimi Collier, 4 apiece in the 5th.
And here we see it again from Mimi Collier. She's coming on a wide back middle attack there. That's not a true bick or a true pipe out of the middle back. She's a step towards the left, but able to cut back, see that block, and cut back around it.
So great for the league, so great for Dallas. Mimi Collier is a member of the Pulse. So fun to watch. Sophia Maldonado Diaz. She's putting up bigger numbers than Mimi Collier. Mimi Collier is the bigger name. Is the defense paying more attention to Mimi Collier? How is Sophia Maldonado Diaz having such a big night?
Well, honestly, I think it's because the speed of their offense caters more to her style of play. It helps that's her style. That's what she wants to do. And so when they can run a fast offense like that, it creates success for her.
26 kills for her. She's looking for 27 and doesn't get it. Brooke Nuneviller needs it. Great up by Kaylee Cox. Great block back. Toyosi Onabanjo has 2 blocks here in set number 5, and she has 5 for the match.
So that's the tough part with tipping at the pro level is these blockers are big. They have long arms. They can hang in the air. And Toyosi doing that so well on that ball, holding her timing, able to wait and hold her arms up in the air and wait and meet that ball from Sofia Maldonado-Diaz to get the block.
Collier swings, kill.
Point Dallas.
Mimi Collier is hitting a really heavy ball out of the back row, and right now she's giving the Omaha defense trouble because she's hitting it right at defensive players, but it's so hard that they're having a tough time digging it in a playable ball.
This has all the makings of a deuce game in the 5th. Tough serve, good pass. Brooke Nuneviller, her shoulder's still strong. Another tip shot was tight to the net, and she gets a kill. Give her a tool belt. 6-6.
That's such a tough play to make as an outside hitter. That ball's tight, it's faster tempo, but Brooke able to get her feet there, which again, we talked about getting your feet there so important so you're not flying or horizontally through the air, making a smart shot, tipping it right off the block.
Point Pulse.
Service error in the 5th. That's a volleyball no-no.
Muth coming in to serve here, so Omaha's got to buckle down, get this first ball up in just a playable ball for Sydney Hilly to set.
Caroline Muth has an ace tonight. She's taken Omaha out of their offense though all night long with that jump serve. And a dump attempt by Reinhardt. She reached over, can't do that.
Point Pulse.
Just too tempting for Kiara Reinhardt there. Nati Valentina Anderson, smart enough, experienced enough to know I just got to set this call. It's on my side. She'll get called for it over the net. The referees see it and make that call.
Omaha's last lead was at 4-3. It's now 8-6 Dallas. Switch sides when one team reaches 8 points in the 5th. Kylie Muir right there has made a big contribution coming in as the libero at the beginning of set 3. They won the 3rd, lost the 4th, and up by 2 on the brink here in the 5th. And now a timeout by Lincoln. You get by Omaha, you get 2 timeouts here in the 5th set. Both teams have effectively shopped the bench and have not particularly had a close set. This one has all the makings, though, of coming down to the wire. So Omaha needs a side out right here. Brooke Nuneviller is getting a lot of swings right now in the 5th set.
She is, and that's been typical of Omaha this season. They've relied on her a lot. She's been taking a lot of swings every night that they have a match. But they've got to keep mixing it up. They've got to keep other players involved so it's not so one-dimensional for the block. But again, I truly believe it starts with them getting a good pass. Serve receive is so important in this game because if you don't have a good pass, it narrows down your options and makes you too predictable, makes it too easy for block and defense. So if they pass well, that gives them options and opens up the court.
Had a good shot there, Shannon Windsor, first-year head coach for Dallas. They are a first-year team. Team gather around her. The team really, it looks like they have a really great chemistry and they really enjoy playing for their head coach. He's a Canadian native. And British Columbia back row swing by Brooke Nuneviller. Need this point. Nadi peaks, now sets, Collier, and chased down beautifully. Allison Holder. Free ball across though. Great chance here for the Pulse. Caitlin Horde, no. It's gonna be Mimi Collier. Another big dig by Parsons. Chased down again by Holder. Free ball over. Dallas dictating. Back set. Maldonado-Diaz, 27 kills.
Kill by Maldonado-Diaz.
Some really nice digs and then chase down pursuit plays by Omaha, but they keep giving Dallas free balls, and a good professional team, you can't keep giving them free balls. They're going to find a way to convert.
27 kills, hitting almost 300. Good pass by Holder. That's a tough pass. Beautiful side out. That pass might have been more important than the attack.
I think it was. I think Holder did such a good job handling that pass, handling that serve, managing the pass, giving Sydney Hilly a ball to set.
60 swings, 6-0 for Sofia Maldonado-Diaz. Think she's wearing down a little bit, or she's fine?
I think she's fine.
Walk in the park, 60 swings. Left side, Collier's had a ton of swings. Great up by Parsons. Great chance here to pull within one. Kara Reinhardt, yes! 9-8 Dallas, not done.
That started with a great block touch in the front row by Omaha that leads to a ball that's easy for Parsons to play up in a great spot for Sydney Hilly, playing her middle, getting that quick attack right away.
What a great pass. Maldos Diaz, 61st swing, 10-8 pulse. They're within 5.
I think that was a great serve by Omaha. I liked that serve. She kept him out of system. Dallas offense just runs it and finds a way to score anyway, but that was a good serve. That's the kind of serves Omaha's looking for.
She attacks back middle, back right. You don't see that a lot. Parsons, Caitlin Horde. It's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Go by Horde. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout, Omaha, out of them. Lucas LeBay trying to figure out how to solve the Dallas pulse here as suddenly the passing woes have emerged. And we talked about how during this 5-match win streak, the passing efficiency has actually declined, ironically. And here it's emerging at the worst possible time, these struggles passing a volleyball.
Well, it is, and it's a really surprising statistic that even though they've won 5 in a row, their passing numbers have not been very good. Typically, that's not the case. Typically, if your passing numbers are not good, you're not going to be winning very often. So that's a really big anomaly. But tonight, Omaha is not passing well, but they're also not finding a way to get it done right now. So they've got to just pull it in, rein it in, get some good passes, and run their offense.
This weeknight record crowd of 9,828 still believes. Here we go. Down 3. Starts with the pass. Nati Valentin Anderson gets it in. Nice pass, Allison Holder. A quick attack here. Reinhardt blocked back. 2 hands it back. And now Dallas. Maldonado Diaz. She has 28 kills.
That's a nice blocking move by Caitlin Horde to get a touch on Kiara Reinhardt's attack. But when Kiara gets that ball back at the net, she's got to either make a more aggressive play on that or play it up and let her side run out a transition ball, because you can't just 2-hand free ball it back over to the other side.
Largest deficit for Omaha, set 5. Parsons, decent pass outside. Nonaviller finds a way.
Brooke Nonaviller finding a way like she has all season long for Omaha. She's got 4 long arms and big hands in her face, finding a way to sneak it through.
She's got that bloody nose suffered when an attack hit her point blank in the face midway through set 3. She pulled out the swab, and there's a miscue between setter and attacker, and a glimmer of hope right now for Omaha within 2.
And that's unusual for either team. Just the tempo timing mishit here between Nati and Kaylee Cox. Omaha says thank you, move on to the next play.
Nati covered her face. I think she was taking the blame for that. Is that her blame, or is that the attacker?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what they were trying to run, but I also know that some of the best setters, they accept those plays, even if it's technically not theirs, because they're not out there trying to pass judgment and trying to push the judgment onto someone else and say, it's your fault. They're saying, blame me, that's fine, now we gotta go get the next one. And I believe Nati's that kind of player. She says, I will accept that responsibility. It's me, we got the next one, let's go. I'm not blaming you because I'm not trying to pull you down, I'm trying to lift you up, so I'll take the blame.
Blame yourself and then share the credit. Michaela Fecchi, every kill, immediately would point at the person who gave her the assist.
And that's so fun to see. To me, those kind of players are the most fun to watch, where they involve their teammates. They are humble enough to realize it's not a one-person thing.
Brooke Nunaviller sails it out of bounds after the Dallas timeout. 13-10, and Dallas is within 3. Within 2. Collier to the back row. She's a weapon back there. Has nearly 40 attacks herself. Nice pass by Parsons. Cross court. Would have been wide. Would have been wide. Point. Omaha, you thought the block touches, so the defense had to play it? Let's take a look.
I thought the block got a piece of it, and the defense had to go after it. Nati sucked a little bit into the court that way, so it's a little bit tough ball to play away from the court.
Merritt Beeson, does she have another ace in the deck? Has 2 tonight. 5 for the season. And this one's way out of bounds.
Point pulse.
Last 2 Dallas points have been Omaha service errors.
Jelly Sear coming back in to serve for Dallas again. She came in earlier tonight.
Arizona State Sunday, serving specials. Not a threat to attack back there. 3 match point chances now for Dallas. Emily Landot, gives it right up. We'll have a shot right here for the match. Great dig by Sydney Hille. Holder looking for the assist. Landot. Nati's a great digger. Well, no, Diaz not this time. Toyosi on a banjo with the set. Won't drop. For Sarah Parsons now for the match. Diaz, and Dallas wins the 1st, 3rd, and 5th sets tonight. And the Pulse 3-0 in 5 setters, and they're going to move into 2nd place in the MLV. 3-2 tonight on the Omaha home court, ending the 5-match win streak for the Supernovas.
And that was such a back and forth match. I mean, as you said, winning 1st, 3rd, and 5th, it wasn't ever a pull by one team going strong for a long period of time, just back and forth. But Omaha can't be satisfied with how they played to end that one. There were errors at inopportune times, giving free balls. As a professional team, it's got to be better.
Some service errors there in the 5th set, and Omaha is a loser tonight on their home floor in 5, but a great comeback effort by the Novas, winning the 4th set, just coming up a little bit short here, set number 5. A hard luck loss in 5 for the season now. Omaha drops to 7-4. Dallas rises to 6-3 in 5 setters. Omaha is now 2-3 here on the home floor, 1-3 in 5 setters. Let's bring on the head coach, Lucas LeBay. And coach, you hit 362 in this match and you lose it. How frustrating is that for you?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Definitely, it's not something we were hoping for. Hitting this number and still losing a match, but we gotta be truthful here. We didn't show up for work. 2 sets in the match, we just didn't show up for work. And set 1 was that, and set 3 was that, I think so. And in this league, that's not good enough. You gotta be sharp every night, and that was not the case today. Even though we battled and we figured out some things, was just not enough. We kind of struggled. I don't think our serving was where it needs to be. There were some moments that were great. There were some moments that were just not good enough. And today our block was not able to solve a solution of a big go combination of Dallas.
So what's the key takeaway for you after this match, moving forward, looking to your next match? What's the key takeaway for you looking to the team?
Yeah, it's my biggest concern right now. It's recovery. We've done some abnormal amounts of travel, played some tough matches, won a lot luckily, which is emotionally great, but it's taxing as well. Fortunately, we have 2 days right now to prepare for Orlando and also give them some rest. But we got to train. Somehow we got to find ways to train and be better, because this was not enough obviously today, and this might not be enough for a Sunday Orlando match, so we got to play better volleyball.
Coach, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
The Omaha Supernovas dropped this one 3-2 at the hands of the Dallas Pulse. All right, Nancy Metcalf, your final thoughts?
I agree with the coach. I just think they weren't consistent enough tonight. It was too much of a back and forth. When Omaha served tough, they kept Dallas out of system, and that was the key. Unfortunately, they couldn't do it enough for long enough periods of time to sustain 3-set wins.
Sofia Maldonado Diaz, my goodness, what a one-woman wrecking crew. She had 30 kills tonight on 64 swings. She hit 312, and with that singular effort, Dallas prevails despite Omaha hitting 362. I don't recall a team ever hitting that high a number and falling in a match.
Typically, if an offense proposes at that, if they can get at that pace of an offensive attack number, they're going to win matches, which makes it all the more frustrating, because for Omaha, you're looking at saying, we attacked really well. We feel like we should have won that match. But again, it comes back to consistency. As Coach Slebe mentioned, they had 2 sets where, they almost didn't show up.
Yep.
And so to win a match when you're that hot and cold is really tough. And when you're playing against a player like Maldonado Diaz, who is just on fire, she had a great night for Dallas, and she sustained them through some of their ups and downs. She turned a little bit cool towards the end of the fourth set. So she turned a little bit cool there. But for the most part on the night, Omaha struggled to find an answer for her. They didn't know how to stop her, and that's something they're going to have to solve before the next time they meet Dallas.
No rest for the Supernovas. Sunday, 5 o'clock. Be here. The defending champs are right here at CHI. Orlando comes to town. Your Novas are now 7-4. The 5-match win streak over. Another one starts potentially on Sunday. Dallas rises to 6-3 and in second place this season in the MLV. For my assistant or my colleague, Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian, for our director, producer, Mr. Brad Pace. My name is John Baylor. Thanking you for joining us here tonight from Omaha. Good night, Nebraska.
Club.